Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I am Jeremy Robinson.
I am Mike Mick.
And this is either episode 42 or 43 or who the fuck knows.
Yeah.
Because the one that we just did fucking an hour ago, we finished recording it like an hour ago.
Yep.
Has no fucking audio.
No audio. So it doesn't really make for a good podcast if you can't actually hear what we're saying.
Yeah. So we recorded a 30-second fucking clip right after that when we had the audio issues and there was fucking audio.
Yeah.
So now I'm recording on the Podcaster, the Rodecaster Pro.
Yep.
To back up the audio at least. Because if there's video issues, Riverside tells us there's video issues.
Yeah.
If there's audio issues, here's a fucking novel idea.
Tell us.
Tell us there's fucking issues.
Because we might want audio.
Because that was a great fucking episode.
Yeah, we felt like it was really good. We had we laughed. We made each other laugh. It was good. We enjoyed doing it.
So
here's take 2.
Yeah, here's episode something.
Yeah. Because we had to do this more than once, so.
Yeah, so I guess I'll touch on a couple things. This is the first time I've worn the shirt, because the first time, maybe it's the fucking shirt's fault.
That's what I said earlier when we were doing the podcast. I said, you're trying to jinx us, and you did.
Maybe it's the shirt's fault.
Yeah, I think it's the shirt's fault.
So the first time I tried to wear the shirt was the first video issues we had.
Yep.
And then today, I think it's happened, 4 or 5 times now? Because we've done multiple episodes, and it's just video issues, audio issues.
So we're about episode 50 about now. All the reviews we've had to do.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's no convenient fucking apps or cloud platforms or anything to use. Riverside was the easiest one. Because I tried to use Squadcast, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And it won't grab the camera. Won't allow the microphones. It won't do anything.
Yeah, it wouldn't allow us to do anything. So we couldn't even get video without audio. We couldn't get anything.
So, short of going to spend a couple $100 on fucking a DSLR and just start recording straight to the fucking hard drive.
Yeah.
Might have to. I bought, I think it's Adobe After Effects or something.
Yeah.
So I have a video editing program downstairs on my desk.
Nice.
That I can install.
Then we can make clips and put up small little things on YouTube as well as our full episodes.
Yeah. Because that's, we can do clips on here, but we can't, split left and right.
Yeah.
Yet. I don't know.
And if you can't hear it, the clip doesn't do you any good.
Yeah.
You're missing anything we might say that might be funny.
Yep.
But I do want to let everybody know, I do have a different shirt on today. Someday we'll all be dead. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, with a bright, shiny...
With a very happy sun on there.
Bright, shiny sun smile on its face.
Yeah. That one's probably smiling because, the sun's not going to burn out for a long time.
Yeah.
It'll get really cold here when it does.
So should we talk about the same shit?
Yeah, we
what
should.
We just did?
Yeah.
Just in case, or what if
we can talk about that great drive home from... A great drive to Black Bear Diner after work.
Because, I guess a couple things, it's not going to matter, but...
Yeah.
We can't reenact the whole fucking episode.
No, we can't, because it's gone. We say we don't have a script.
Yeah.
We say what comes to our mind.
Surprise.
It's off the cuff. We have ideas of what we want to talk about. Sometimes we have notes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple things that I know we talked about. We were all over the place.
Yeah, all over.
So, driving home from work Saturday night, Sunday morning, we were going to breakfast, and I think it was 20 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And it had been snowing for a little bit, decent snow.
Yeah.
And there was no longer road. There was just ice.
It was an ice rink.
So we sat.
I didn't skate.
I sat still for probably an hour and a half.
Oh, it was about 2 at least.
We were in traffic for 2 hours, but I was parked.
Oh, I was parked, yeah.
I was
for
parked
a long time.
for a solid hour at least.
There was the guy in front of me. A lot of people ended up getting out of their cars and smoking cigarettes. One guy in particular, though, he kept walking all over the place. He walked all the way to the cars behind us, walked all the way to the cars in front of us. At one point, he ran across the street. He came so close to falling, just sliding and slipping and falling on his ass. And it never happened.
That'd have been great.
It would have made my day.
I was on the phone with Mike so that I could not go insane.
Yeah, we talked to each
So we
other.
were just bullshitting the whole time. But yeah, and that was, I think there was like a 4 or 5 car pile up because there was car parts everywhere.
Yeah, that
Like
was nasty.
door panels, metal panels from something outside the car, like headlights, a bunch of shit everywhere.
There was a big girl who got out of her car to smoke though that I saw, and she had the tears and rips and stuff on the front of her pants.
Yeah.
So I felt like she probably was really cold and probably wished she had a full pair. She probably wished she didn't have the holes in her jeans at that particular time. Because they did not look like I have a pair of jeans at home. I've worn them actually on the podcast. They've got yeah, but mine have it's like it looks like holes in it, but it's got material underneath it.
Yeah.
It just got so, but no, hers it was skin underneath it. There was a lot of skin underneath it because, like I said, she was a big girl.
Makes you wonder on like some of the people that just only wear leggings or only wear like the fucking pants that are distressed.
Yeah.
But it's the whole fucking length of the pants that has tears. Like how are like I'm normally different. Like I wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt when it's 30 degrees outside. I know a lot of other people aren't like that.
Yeah.
So it's 20 outside and you're wearing only leggings. How are you not dying?
I saw somebody when I was still taking the shuttle. I was walking home from work. I was walking from near the sands, and I saw this guy walking. He had shorts on. It was 15 degrees out.
Yeah.
No jacket. And he's walking with this girl, and they get around the corner, and they almost run into me like, damn, it's cold out here. Like, no shit, it's 15 degrees, and you're not wearing a fucking jacket. How'd you put that one together?
Maybe he's from Canada.
Maybe he was at the Sherlock Holmes place that you told me about. He deduced it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, and then I saw another guy driving down, windows all down in his car. It's 15 degrees. I mean, I don't do that. But
I do that sometimes.
I like to have my windows
depends.
up though. I don't really drive with my windows open.
I mean, like sometimes, like middle of winter, you have the heat just blast and heat and windows down, and it's a really nice contrast.
Yeah, I at most like when it's spring or summer, if it's a nice day, sometimes I'll have the moonroof open, but the windows are usually up.
I almost never open the moonroof anymore. I used to every now and then, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've opened mine, but of course it's been winter also. And this winter should be over right now. It's supposed to be fucking spring.
Well, nobody told him, or the groundhog died, or I don't know.
I don't know. Well, let's get to some fucking warm weather.
Something happened.
Tired of this shit.
We're now, I think, we passed the number 2 record snowfall for the Sierras, for sure. So this is now the second heaviest snowfall of recorded history. I don't know how far we are away from number 1 because that we passed number 2 like a week ago.
Well, like we were saying earlier, but nobody knows about year 0. There might have been a lot more snow.
Yeah.
Who knows? Nobody was really around. It was kind of a quiet neighborhood, like I said.
I completely forgot we talked about that.
Yeah, it just came to me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I said.
This shit's so frustrating. Like, how are you going to make a company based around providing a service and then not fucking provide a service?
Yeah. Or provide half the service.
Yeah. Riverside, if you're listening to this to troubleshoot whatever fucking issue, fuck you, fix it.
Please. As I did mention something else on the previous take. I'm not wearing Nikes today, which is very unlike me. I am wearing orange high top Vans, and I love them.
They look pretty cool. Show them the bottom again.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
So I would like to compliment Vans on their shoe. I mean, I know they're probably not going to hear this, but still, well done. These are very comfortable.
They look comfortable. I mean, they look nice. They're orange.
Yeah.
I like orange.
So do I. It was lucky that I even got orange because I got these with a subscription.
I think I'm just going to hold this again, just like I did last time. We had to do fucking like 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking recording issues.
Yeah. I had a backup Dr. Pepper for the episode. I actually drank the last one during the last one, so.
Yeah, and I ran out of food coloring, so we couldn't mimic it.
Yeah.
Did you used to have food coloring in your house growing up?
Oh, yeah.
So did my parents had it, but nobody that I know now has it.
No. Yeah. That reminds me though, when I was working in a bar and I was a bartender and we needed food coloring so we can make green beer for people. And the manager goes to give me, because you don't need much. First of all, you don't need much food coloring to make a green beer.
Yeah.
Very little. You just take a little dab.
Especially if it's like Coors or Bud Light or
yeah, that's basically what we had.
Water.
So he sends me to the grocery store around the corner, pick up some food coloring and bring it back. And he goes to give me money. He goes to hand me a 20. I'm like, you give me $20 to get food coloring. He's like, what? Do you need more?
Yes.
I'm like, you've never really bought food coloring before.
It's $80 a bottle.
Yeah, when I give him the receipt and the change, he's going to be like, well, where's the rest of it? So, but yeah, $20 was more than I needed. He wanted to give me 40.
You can doctor it.
Yeah, that's true. It's too late now.
Oh.
But yeah, I just thought that was funny. It's like, how much do you think food coloring costs? It's not that expensive. At least it shouldn't be.
No.
Yeah,
it
but
definitely shouldn't be.
When somebody put too much in, I told them you don't need to put too much in it. And they ended up putting so much. This was the greenest fucking beer I've ever seen. And it got to the point where somebody was trying to drink it and their fingers were turning green. I'm like, don't put that much in there.
From holding the glass?
Well, because like some of it went over the rim. And they got green fingers.
Okay.
I'm like, don't put that much.
I just had to make sure.
Yeah. Well, they had to stir it.
Put so much green food coloring in it that it's seeping through the glass.
They had to stir it. Yeah, but it was ridiculous. I'm like, just a dot. If it's that dark green, you've overdone it. You probably should have just dumped that one out and made a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, there is such thing as spillage.
Or you pour half of that into another one and then just fill them back up with beer.
Yeah. Or I just drink it and have a green tongue all night. Either way, the beer doesn't go to waste.
I don't know if I've ever had a green beer.
I never actually had one because when I had
I don't care.
When I had the shift at the end of shift beer, I'm pretty sure I didn't put food coloring in it. Plus, we had to clean that shit up.
Yeah.
Like the drain, all this food coloring
sure.
got in there. Oh, it sucked. It was all green.
The closest I've gotten, a buddy of mine at a bar in Vegas before I came up here, I went in like late on St. Patrick's Day, and he's like, "Oh, you did come in." He's like, "Here's a shirt. Here's like 8 of the St. Patrick's Day like beads."
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you want a cup?" I'm like, "Cup, sure." So he gives me like 10 of the Bud Light Shamrock cups that turn dark green when they get cold. All the ones that I have downstairs. So he's like, "Yeah, here you go." And everybody else is like, "Why the fuck don't I get any of that?" He's like, "Yeah, you're the only person that isn't staff that's had one of these shirts in probably 15 years. I'm like, oh, dope.
That reminds me, I was at this was in Vegas, and I was at a bar that I used to go to a lot, and I ran across somebody. I met him that night. We were having drinks together, and I noticed he had a Mustang Ranch T-shirt. I thought, that's a fucking cool shirt. I want that shirt. And he's like, "I'll trade you." I'm like, "Sure." So I actually traded him a T-shirt that was a T-shirt from that bar for his Mustang Ranch T-shirt. And
if anybody doesn't know, Mustang Ranch is a
brothel,
a restaurant, bar, and brothel up here.
Yes,
just outside of Washoe County.
It does make me wonder what kind of health code what the health department has to check for that, because I know restaurants, but you got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. But yeah, I traded it with him in the bar.
Well, I mean, it's almost no different than the strip clubs in Vegas that serve full food.
Yeah. Yeah, they have steakhouses.
I would be willing to bet brothels are cleaner than strip clubs.
Oh, I'm guessing, yeah. Like, I don't ever want to go in that.
By a long shot.
I don't want to go in that swimming pool strip club back in Vegas. I feel like that
swimming pool strip club.
Yeah, there's a strip club in Vegas with a swimming pool. I feel like that water's forever unclean. I'm not gonna get in there.
What is it called?
I think it's Sapphire. They also have a steakhouse.
I didn't know they had a pool.
I think they do. I think that's the one that has the pool. But I was saying, which reminds me, we actually on our Instagram, I had posted something for some offense intended, and one of the likes we got were 3 madams, and they are from Mustang Ranch. So score for us. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
So I still, my head's just going fucking everywhere with, I don't want to like oh, well, I said this last time, and
Oh, I know that's because a lot of what I just talked about, we did not talk about
yeah,
at all.
but like I don't know if it's fucking boggling my mind. I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, here's the audio, and then now this episode's fucking trash because we just repeated everything.
Well, that just reminded me when you said mind-boggling. It reminded me of, I don't remember what show it was on, but he's like, it's mind-boggling. I said, did you say mind-boggling? He's like, yeah, it's like your mind's trapped in a bottle.
Jesus fuck.
I always thought that was funny. So when I hear somebody say mind-boggling, I always think mind-boggling.
Yeah. I will say, I saw a buddy of mine. I was getting bike parts this morning.
Yeah.
And he saw my hoodie and was like, "Oh, I need a hoodie." So I'm like, they're on the website. And he's like, "Website?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the website."
Listen to an episode,
So,
please.
well, no, he does listen. He's like,
Yeah.
I just listen to it. I don't go to a website. He's like, you know me. I'm like, well, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, someoffenseintendedpodcast.com, I think, is the website.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, because someoffenseintended.com was taken and they won't fucking answer me.
Yeah, they won't sell it to us.
Neither will the Gmail. Fucking pieces of shit.
What up,
Gmail? And then just go to like shop or store or whatever the fuck's on the site.
Yeah.
And there's the zip up hoodies. There's the shirts. There's two kinds of hats.
Zip up hoodie.
The hat, like the one I have on, it just has some offense intended and nothing on the sides or back. And
The one I have has our name on the side.
yeah, it's got Mike's name on one side and my name on the other side. I just turned away from the microphone like it fucking mattered.
Yeah.
T-shirts, long sleeves, pullover, like sweatshirt.
Yes.
Pullover hoodie. And if people want shit, just comment, let us know.
Yes.
Like coffee mug, shot glasses, wallet. I don't fucking know. What do people use? Phone cases.
Koozies.
Yeah, koozies.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do cell phone cases, you name it.
License plate frames. We should do those.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get bumper stickers.
This week. I'm not putting a fucking sticker.
No.
We can make bumper stickers, but
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
fucking using
not
them.
actual stickers, but like magnet ones. So then we'll just go into a parking lot and just put them on everybody's.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no. I don't like bumper stickers at all.
I hate license plate frames. The only time I've ever used it was, so I had what did I have? The green truck that I have out back, the 78 W200, big green Dodge. And I had a 74 D200, big silver truck. And I had the license plate Warthog. And then on my other car, I had the license plate Master Chief, obviously both from Halo. And the license plate frame around the Master Chief said my other car is a Warthog.
Nice.
That's the only license plate frame I've ever used.
I've seen a lot of those that say my other car is this, or my other car is that. And I saw one, my other car's a TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a car though.
No.
TARDIS is not a car. But, if you need to travel through time, I guess that's all right.
And space.
Yes. That's what I want. I want to travel through space.
Yep. I mean, you do that technically without moving.
Yeah, but
That's how the Earth works.
I don't want to take the planet with me. I want to go by myself. I want to go someplace else. I want like a starship from Enterprise, Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
I mean, those go warp 9.6, I think, or 9.4.
I just watched the new Top Gun. Tom Cruise went Mach 10.3.
Yeah, that's slow. Did he die?
Are you talking about Warp 9?
Warp 9.6.
Warp 9 is different than Mach 9.
Yeah, warp 9.6.
Okay.
9.4. Yeah, it's 9 times the speed of light.
Because you did say Mach at first, right?
I thought I said warp, but yeah.
Okay. Well, either way.
But but even then, to get to some of the places, it would take you a long time.
Yeah.
I told you about the books I'm listening to. The thing they run across is how slow speed of light is.
Yeah.
Because they're traveling long distances and it takes them a long time.
Very long.
Even sound, sending a radio wave takes a long time at speed of light.
Yep.
But that's why they have wormholes. So I need to get some wormholes in Enterprise.
Might be some wormholes in my front yard.
There you go. Perfect. I'll be on Mars in no time. Don't let too many people know, because we don't want people to know that we can go to Mars from your front yard.
Not gonna charge them.
Yeah, but I mean, until we get it nailed down, we don't want to somebody else trying to take credit for it.
I'll charge them more.
There you go. Well, I am going to mention one thing that we did mention on the last one, because like I said in the last episode, we did not mention this in a long time. So I'm just going to say the word porn.
Yeah.
Wood chipper porn. There we go. We got it all in there.
I bought 3 trucks. I started the episode that nobody might hear with this one.
Yeah.
Of something that might surprise and not surprise at the same time.
Yes.
I found an auction where there was many trucks, and I found 3 of them that are decently fixable and good profit to be had. And I was like, okay, well, I'll bid on them all so I don't forget about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the time comes closer and the auction's going to end, I'll choose which truck that I really want to fix and have or sell, whatever. And I'll just bid up that one.
Mm-hmm.
I won all 3.
All 3.
All 3.
And it's official now. You got the email.
Yeah, I got the invoice. So I'm going to go.
Because earlier you were waiting to make sure it got official.
Yeah, because the auction had ended, but those 3 truck bids had ended. But the entire auction didn't end yet, so they don't send out invoices until everything's done. So now I have the invoice. I'm going to go pay for it tomorrow. And I need to figure out some way to tow 3 trucks 45 miles to my house.
Yes.
So I have a couple buddies.
We can't tie them all together.
Yeah. I have a buddy on Facebook that just tagged somebody, and he's like, hey, talk to this guy. So I'm going to message him. There's a website called UShip. You can, like, bid quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just put on there that I need these 3 trucks or whatever. Because, like, if somebody's got a hot shot trailer, like the big, massive fucking car haulers, that's a one-tripper. They can do that. So I'm going to try keep that.
Well, a train runs by. Let's see if we can get it.
Well, it's a buddy of mine was like, rent a truck and get a car dolly, like the tow dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think those have a fucking weight capacity.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
And that would also be last resort, because renting a truck in miles and renting a tow dolly, and it's 45 miles one way.
Yeah.
Which
and
means
there's 3 of them.
Yeah, which means it's going to be 270 miles.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the math behind it.
Yeah.
And then go take whatever back. So that'd probably be, I don't know. I mean, it might be about the same as paying something else. What?
Yeah. No, I was just thinking.
Oh. That's the face you make when there's a fucking error pop up.
No. No error this time.
But yeah, no, that might be like $300 or $400.
Yeah.
Which it might be cheaper than everything else. It's just if I want to fucking spend an entire day, which the money to be had of fixing them, it would be worth it. So.
Yeah, but
because I spent less than $5,000 on all 3 trucks.
if you could get, one trip though, that'd be the ideal.
100%.
Yeah. But if one of them runs, then 2 of them could go on the truck and the dolly, and the other one could be driven.
Yeah, but it's not a comfortable, drivable.
Oh.
Because there are some issues, but it does start and run. One of them does.
Yeah. Well, I've told you on here before, I was driving a Ford F-150 that it ran and it got from point A to point B, but it had some issues like with turning. The steering wheel had to overturn because you had to do that to get it to actually get the wheels to move. The brakes weren't great. Yeah, there was a lot of problems, but here I am. I made it.
Yeah. No, I've definitely driven some sketchy shit before, for sure. But I don't something that I want to have working correctly to sell.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I didn't know how. I know you said it was running. I didn't know the extent of.
Yeah, it says it has low oil pressure. It could be a sensor. It could be low oil pressure.
Yeah.
But if it has low oil pressure, normally they don't start.
Yeah.
So, because they're all power strokes.
That reminds me, though, I did know somebody back in Vegas. He had bought a brand new car at one point. I mean, before he bought the brand new car, he had it was a piece of crap that he bought for $500.
Yeah.
But it ran for a while, so it was all right. But and he'd go and like no matter what day of the year, like me, I start my car when it's cold out.
Yeah.
I do the remote start warming up, but it could be It could be July, 110 degrees. He starts the car up. And he lets it sit for a long time, but he says to me it's not to cool the car off. It's to get oil in the engine. And I'm like, you're not sure how internal combustion engines work. When the pistons go, they pull the oil into the cylinder to keep them lubricated as it goes. This is an instant thing.
You don't want internal congestion.
No, I do not.
I would say near instant.
But no, it happens pretty quick.
Yeah, but the people that start their cars and rev them immediately, stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
You're going to blow a head gasket. You're going to suck some valves. You're going to fuck up the top end of your engine.
You're going to suck something.
But yeah, people do it all the time. People do it with bikes, like fucking Ricer, Subarus, like it's all the time.
Yeah. But I'm saying you don't need to start your car and let it run for 20 minutes to get oil in the engine.
No.
Because that's not how internal congestion engines work.
I mean, if it's internally congested, it could take 20 minutes.
Yeah, it could, because it's congested.
It's harder to say internal congestion than it is to say internal
I don't know how that happened. Internal combustion engine. And if you don't know what that means, that's what your engine in a gas-powered car is called.
Or a diesel-powered car.
Yeah. But it's not an electric car, I'll just say that.
Or propane. Or natural gas.
Propane accessories.
Yeah. It's a normal fucking engine.
Yeah, normal engine. Although I have seen taxis that are propane ran.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some propane, there's some natural gas, the CNGs.
Yeah. I've seen some electric buses too, but that's getting off the subject. I just always thought it was funny. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Oil's going to get in there. That's how the engines work.
Yeah, and there's also the people that are like, I need to let my car warm up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, depending on the temperature, I can maybe understand.
Yeah.
However, new cars, maybe like 2000 and newer, like 30 seconds, 2 minutes, and you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if it's a 1970 fucking Nova that's never been touched, and it's all original, everything just old, you should probably let that warm up for a while.
And if you have one of those and it's in great shape, I'm willing to take that off your hands.
Oh, I'll give you $5.
I would take, like an SS 70 Nova. I would.
$6 for that.
I would enjoy owning that. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd rather have a Chevelle, but I'd take the Nova.
Yeah. I don't know which I would rather have.
I mean, like the Nova, you get the right one. It's Chevelle, a 1970 Chevelle. You can get a nice big block in that one. That one came out.
You can fit the same size engine in all of those.
But no,
They're
I'm
all
saying,
fucking massive engines.
But the SS back in 1970 came out with the 454.
Oh yeah, like for the stock engines. But I was thinking like just put something in it.
But you said all stock. All the original parts.
Oh yeah.
So I'm saying, that'd be a hell of an engine to have in there.
See if I can get this to where I don't have to move at all or hold anything. This is perfect.
Yeah, nice big block. You had the 455, didn't you? In an Oldsmobile?
It was never in an Oldsmobile. It was in the back of my Golf.
All right. I remember you telling me about
the look on that guy's face when I pulled up. It was fucking great because I talked to him on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I still have it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so it's this, and like confirmed everything. I'm like, all right, I'll drive out and I'll pick it up. He's like, okay. So I get there and it's in the hills, California. Okay. Like when I got out of my car, I got the spins from how high up or like the incline or like just everything. Something was wrong. I got the spins. Sober. I feel like I should put that there.
Yeah.
So I go talk to the guy and he's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, it'll fit. He's like, how do you know it'll fit? I'm like, because I just had a Chevy big block in here last week.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck? And I didn't tell him that the Chevy big block was in pieces, but I know the cubic space.
Yeah.
It was enough to fit. So I back up in my VW Golf TDI.
Mm-hmm.
Up this guy's like 20%, 30% fucking grade to get the engine. And he has an engine hoist with the wheels taken off the front so it doesn't move no more.
Yeah.
And I'm backing up to it and like super sketchy to try to like keep going. And then we have to jack it up so that it like kind of gets in the car.
Mhm.
And I had to stop to where there was like a half inch between the metal neck of the engine hoist
Mhm.
and my window because I had to back up with the hatch open.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's
Yeah, I was
super
picturing that in my
sketchy.
head.
And then so I get back by the engine hoist and like brace myself on the engine hoist with my feet and roll the engine so the oil pan can clear the lip inside the car.
Yeah.
And then he starts lowering it, and then I rock it all the way in. And he's like, I've been working on cars and around cars for 50 fucking years, and never have I seen anything like this.
Well, now you can say you've seen everything.
Yeah, I was like, thanks.
But I don't know why you'd be surprised that, I mean, you're buying an engine from him. The fact that you would have had an engine in the car the week before shouldn't be a big surprise because clearly you're buying engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I treated that Golf like a truck.
I mean, there's an engine block in your garage right now.
Yeah. That cabinet that's right next to that engine block.
Yeah.
I brought that home in the Golf. Like everything that I had in the apartment garages, except for when I had the lift, I had that dropped off. I brought home in the Golf.
Yeah.
Like toolboxes, cabinets, engines, like fucking. I fit everything in that Golf.
See, now at one point in Vegas, I had bought a patio set. This is a cool patio set. It actually, in the middle of the table, had a thing you could use as a cooler, put like all your beer and shit in it. Or if we're not using it as a cooler, you pull the thing out and you had a fire pit right in the middle of your table.
That's dope.
It was a big, good-sized table. It came with these chairs and shit. I didn't have a truck or anything. I had a Buick car, not a hatchback of any kind. And I managed to Tetris all this shit into the back of this car.
Nice.
And I got everything there. I had chair legs going beside.
Yeah. No, I've done some dumb shit with hatchbacks.
I got the thing home. Like I said, this wasn't even a hatchback. So this was.
No, I've done some dumb shit with a Kia Optima too.
But I got all this stuff home. And getting the stuff in there was a lot easier than actually taking the shit out. I wasn't keeping the patio set in my back in my car. I went to get it in the backyard.
Well,
I got it all out.
And you don't know exactly which order you put everything in, so you can't just reverse.
Yeah, I eventually got it all out. Got the patio in the backyard. Got it all. It was great. It was a nice set. I kind of missed that one.
I took home. I bought a shop air compressor. I think it was a 60-gallon or an 80-gallon at Lowe's. And I don't remember. I don't think I had my Titan at the time, or it was broken. Or I don't remember.
Yeah.
So we show up in my roommate's Kia Optima. And I'm like, it'll fit. And so we go in. I buy it, and they come out. And they're like, okay, well, like, do you need help loading it? And I'm like, yes, but you probably won't help me. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, just trust me. You're not going to help me. So we take it outside, and my roommate pulls around, and they're like, when's your roommate going to pull up? I'm like, oh, no, that's him right here in the Kia. And they're like, this isn't going to fit. I'm like, oh, no, it will. I promise.
It'll fit.
So
you just have to have imagination.
Open up both back doors, lean both front seats forward so you can do like the scoop and pivot, and then lay it down, and then twine both back doors, because both back doors were open about like 7 inches, 8 inches. Twine both back doors together, and then I'm like, all right, thanks, have a good day. And they're like, I had no faith that you could fit that in that car. I'm like, well, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for your faith.
Yeah.
That reminds me, when I was still living in Omaha, I was helping a friend move a mattress and a box spring across town. Okay, so his idea was to have it on the roof of the car as we're driving.
Yeah, I've done
and to
that.
have my hand up on it.
Oh,
which I'm like, if we hit something or we stop suddenly, there's no way I'm holding on to that and it's not flying someplace.
Yeah, no.
The momentum and the way it's.
I've done that, but tied it down like securely.
Yeah, we tied it down too. But it was funny. At one point, we're driving along, and my hand was away from it a second. I went to reach back for it again, and I didn't feel it at first. And this look on my face was like, "Holy fuck!" And he was like, "You had to see him. He was so scared." And I was like, "Oh wait, no, I found it." It was a little further. Which just reminded me, I meant to mention this last week. Because I mentioned I went shooting last week. Well, when we were driving back, we were on our way back to Sparks. We're on the freeway. We're getting on the turn towards Sparks, and there's an accident there. There's 3 cars. One car, the front end's all smashed up, facing the wrong direction, got turned all the way around. The other two cars are smashed up. Then we got a little bit further, and we found out what the cause of the accident was. There's a leather couch sitting in the middle of the freeway.
I was going to ask a horse.
No. Oh, who knows? It might have been a horse before it was a leather couch, or a cow. Who knows? I didn't read the label.
Yeah.
But I joked with the person in the car with me. I was like, "Do you think I should slow down and roll down the window and say, hey, can I take that?" Yeah, they had an ambulance there. They had the car. It's because somebody didn't secure their leather couch.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they probably got home and said, fuck, I wonder where I lost that.
Yeah. Oh, I like that couch.
Did someone have to order another one?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember if I sold that air compressor, if I still have that somewhere.
Probably still in the Kia.
I think I put it in the storage unit before I moved up here, and I know I emptied the storage unit out, but I don't have a shop compressor in my garage right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I think I sold it. I have no clue.
Yeah. Check your bank, see if there's a transaction.
Fucking from how long ago?
I know, that's the joke. Yeah. I don't have one either. I don't have a garage to put one in. I mean, I do park in a garage, but it's a
parking garage.
Yeah, underground parking garage. Which I'm not looking forward to all this snow and shit melting and there being flooding.
Leave your doors open.
Yeah.
Cash out.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, we are going to have some flooding going on. Why is it not spring? I mean, it's spring, but why isn't the weather spring?
Did you feel it out today? It was a
beautiful
beautiful
day.
50
degrees.
It was a beautiful day today.
Yeah, but Sunday morning.
Well, we're not talking about nighttime. We're talking.
Sunday morning is not nighttime, and I did not have my ice skates.
Oh, the morning happens right after night.
And did you notice? Did you notice that that after we left Black Bear, that the roads were not only not icy anymore, but damn near dry?
Yeah.
Fucking. I couldn't have done that quicker.
Because we left at 10.
I know, but what happened to the trucks that drop the stuff that make the ice go away?
They didn't wake them up.
I mean, you know there's going to be a lot of traffic on that stretch of the interstate every day at about the same time, going both directions.
Yeah, Reno Industrial Park is a very heavily trafficked area.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
I think it's the biggest industrial park in the nation.
I mean, Walmart alone has a lot of employees over there, and they have to get to work and home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's Chewy. There's a lot of places.
There's Switch. Lululemon.
Yes.
Tesla, Panasonic. I think Apple has something over there now.
Yeah. I think Google might have something in that area.
Google's got something. There's like 5 different chemical processing facilities.
There's some place that makes diving boards somewhere around there.
That's a holy shit front. That is a front.
I don't know. I had to throw that one in there because we've talked about that before.
It looks like if you imagined like an evil lair from a movie in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's that. Like a mix between an evil lair, but they definitely have nukes on site.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And if you look it up on Google, the company that's there says it makes diving boards. You know how I know you're lying? Because diving boards aren't legal anymore in fucking almost any state.
Oh.
Unless you're selling only to the Olympics and they replace them, once every 5 years?
Well, that's what makes it evil. That's why it has to be an evil layer, because they're making something illegal.
Yes,
yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just had to throw that one in there, like I said. And, people have to go to and from the whorehouse. I mean, traffic.
I mean, I don't think...
Mustang Ranch is pretty big.
I don't think 7 a.m. is their highest trafficked time, Mike.
Be surprised.
I don't know that I would be.
Sometimes, you're on the road.
Again?
Yeah. You're going along in your semi and you need, a little pick-me-up. Stop at the one-stop shopping.
Yeah.
It's a bar, it's a restaurant, it's a brothel. What else could you need? They have bathrooms there too.
Cars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they need to sell cars there too.
I mean, we could open a used car lot.
You know what? You know what? That just made me think though. Amazon. They need to open a brothel. Just prime
What?
shipping.
Prime. Wayfair tried and they got shut down.
All right. I just thought,
They were a little underaged. That might be where they did it wrong.
yeah, that could be.
And they tried to hide them in like dressers and fucking cabinets and shit. I don't know if that's how they were delivered, but like you would buy a certain dresser or cabinet or fucking whatever, and here's your package, and it's a little fucking kid, like sex trafficking shit.
Hope they at least put some food in there for them.
That's what Wayfair was doing. That's why there was that's
so that makes me think of their advertisement, their jingle, in a whole different light, because their jingle goes, "Wayfarer has just what I need."
I didn't know they had a jingle.
They do.
That's terrifying.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like it's always made me think, because like obviously there's people out there that do that shit.
Yeah.
Of you find something on eBay, Wayfair, Amazon, like whatever fucking online shopping place that there is, and you find something that like this is $100 item, like $1,000 item maximum, and somebody bought it for $99,000.
Yeah.
Did you just buy a truckload full of drugs?
And there was a story I saw about in Florida. So I don't remember what state it was sent from, but these people were buying containers, just plastic containers to store stuff in. Nothing special.
Yeah.
And they opened up their box. Now this box had to weigh a lot more than what plastic containers should weigh.
Yeah.
Because they opened it up and they found 90 pounds of weed in them.
And they told people about it.
They called the police. Now, me personally, I'd have told people about it, but it wouldn't have been the police.
Well, like, so that's like, is it like ordering a pizza? Like, if the pizza place is running drugs, you're like, hey, let me get a large with mushrooms, anchovies, and pepperoni. And like, just there's a certain order you have to order a topping.
Yeah, you have to get the right combination of toppings
drugs with it.
Because you don't want to have somebody accidentally.
Yeah, and then I would imagine they confirm in a certain way.
Yeah.
So like, if I spend I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But if I spend $99,000 on this fucking $1,000 item.
Yeah.
Will I get what was
the implied
intended? The implied package. Will I get that, or do I have to confirm in some way?
Yeah, but somebody in Florida might end up with your package. Because that's what happened to these people.
But like, will it have to confirm in some way? Like, do they confirm and I have to reply? Like, how does this black market in plain sight thing work?
See, there was a place
asking for a friend.
There was a place in Omaha that got raided because they were doing some illegal things when it came to prostitution. It was a cigar bar. It was actually a really cool bar. I didn't know about the prostitution until after they got raided. It was nice. I liked going there. I mean, it was really cool. It was a nice environment and everything. But you had to go in there and you had to order a cigar in a certain way and use a certain code, and then you would get your bonus. You wouldn't get just a cigar.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what, did a cop accidentally order it the right way?
Oh, well, you had to order, like, I think the code that I heard was you had to say, I'll take the $250 cigar.
Wow, what a fucking code.
Yeah.
What? But
there's nowhere written does it say $250 cigar. So it's not like you're looking at a menu going, oh, I'll take that.
I mean, that's not a fucking...
No, it's not. And it worked out really nicely for them, too.
I mean, you could have had something dope like, is there still an embargo because of the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah. Something, anything.
Like, can I have a Cubano?
Yeah.
Like, there could have been so many fucking cool things.
The thing was that I knew some of the girls that worked there, and I didn't even know.
Can I have a $250 cigar?
Well, they didn't want to have something that somebody would forget, because it'd be awkward trying to order it. Like, what the fuck is that code?
Yeah, that's the point. Get out of here.
Yeah. There was actually a place I used to get my hair cut at in Vegas, and right next to it was a spa. And regularly you would see undercover police and other police going in there trying to investigate them. You knew there were, like, you'd see some of the plainclothes officers in there, but they'd have their handcuffs and they'd go to businesses nearby questioning people, like, what's going on over here? Because they were pretty sure that they were doing it, at the very least, happy endings.
Yeah.
I always find out about these places after they get busted.
How many times, like, entrapment became a thing, a label, because it happens.
Yeah.
So, how many cops are going in, getting fucking rubbing tugs, and then shutting the place down?
Well, the place never got shut down, so.
No, I mean, maybe not that one, but that's
Yeah.
how many have gotten shut down and, like, ended and whatever, because, like, cops are, like, you can say whatever you want, and technically it's not an issue. Following through is where the issue is.
Yeah. Yeah, if you actually get it done, then yeah. But they opened up a massage parlor right next to a Dunkin' Donuts I used to go to every day. I'm like, that's convenient. Get some donuts, some coffee, and boom.
If massages actually fucking helped, I would go more often.
I've never actually gotten a massage before.
They don't. That often don't help.
Can we just skip to the happy part?
Like 30 minutes later, my shoulders and neck are right back to this.
Yeah. I don't know. People tell me all the time I should go pay for a massage, but I'm not going to do that. And I used to live near a massage school. I wasn't far from Eastern and Windmill, and they had one in that shopping center with Smith's.
I think every once in a while they send out like coupons of like come and it's like a $5 for a fucking like 20-minute, 30-minute.
They have to practice on somebody. You can't really practice on a dummy.
Yeah, and that was what it was.
You don't get any feedback from a dummy.
You come in and it's part of their like end thing of the school.
Yeah,
they practice on you or whatever.
Practice.
They weren't good.
No, that's why they need practice.
Yeah,
practice makes adequate.
Yeah, practice makes practice.
Yeah. I was going to say practice makes perfect, but I don't think anyone are going to be perfect.
No.
But when I used to work at the World Series of Poker, you would see these massage people walking around. They'll give players massages, and some of these players would get massages for a long time. I mean, it adds up.
Well, yeah, but sitting there with the fucking mill in the pot.
Well, no, but I'm talking about like in the cash games. I'm not even talking about the tournaments.
Oh.
I mean, they'd have quite a bit of money in there, but then they'd also tip on top of it. Some of these massage girls would make a lot of money.
Yeah. How nice that would be, just sitting there playing poker and just having your shoulders massaged for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah. I saw a guy, he was up towards 3 hours, and that gets pricey. The thing that was cool, though, I never actually took part of it, but on our breaks, they had massage chairs in the break room, and you could get a discount and get a massage from one of them.
Huh.
So I thought that was kind of cool. I knew some people who did, but I didn't do it. Every time I went to break, the food was free. I ate every single break.
Yeah.
I even went early and ate before work. And then I ate before I went home.
Yeah, EDRs are nice.
Yeah,
I worked security at I think it was at the Wynn when the Democratic debate happened in 2020 or whatever the fuck. I feel like it had to have been earlier than that. It might have been like 2019 because it was coming up on the election.
Yeah.
And we talked them into letting us eat at the EDR because we were working security, like we were there all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, sure. So yeah, that's as soon as I got there, go eat, and on lunch, go eat, and on right before I go home, go eat. For sure.
When I would always go and eat right before I went home because that's when they had breakfast. They started serving breakfast because I worked from 8 p.m. until 4 a.m. during the World Series of Poker.
Yeah.
So I'd go in there and there was one time they actually had somebody in there. They weren't supposed to do it. The first year I worked at, they actually had real eggs, like, in a shell.
Oh.
And the guy set up an omelet bar. So I was getting great omelets every day.
Fucking cool.
And I ate so much bacon and sausage and just pancakes when they had them.
Yeah. And they're like, they said they had a sign up. It was like one pass through only. And I'm like, you don't know how high I can stack food.
Yeah. I do recall, though, because they also had another section besides the hot food, had another section where you could make yourself deli sandwiches. They had all this deli meat, all kept cold. They had the other different types of bread. They had toasters. They had everything.
That'd be awesome.
You could make yourself a club sandwich if you wanted to. So I remember I was walking in there to go
no more
back.
Porta subs fucking up your sandwich.
Yeah. Well, they the last few they made
You
pretty
can
well.
fuck it up yourself.
Saturday they made it. Yeah. I hope I don't put the wrong ingredients on. No, but Saturday they made me a really good one. My Saturday porta subs is great. Love porta subs. But no, I walk in one day. I was about to go get something to eat, and I look over, and this lady, she picked up a loaf of bread, and I see her open up her purse, and puts the whole loaf in her purse. Like, that's for eating here. They don't want you to take the whole loaf. They want some for other people too.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, they served a lot of chicken in that particular EDR because it's not the regular EDR there. It was behind the World Series of Poker. Like you could take your badge over to the regular one and use that, but it's a longer walk. Like sometimes I'd go there if I got there really early for work. I could walk over to the main EDR.
Yeah.
But there was always chicken, always in some form. Fried chicken.
That's chicken's cheap.
Grilled chicken. I mean, just all sorts of different ways to serve chicken.
Chicken's cheap.
So I ate a lot of chicken. But I like chicken.
Oh, it's good.
But I also made some sandwiches from time to time. I didn't screw them up. I actually made them right. But they didn't have any like balsamic vinegar or
Fucking whores.
yeah, oil and vinegar. I like it when I get oil and vinegar on my sandwich at Porter Subs.
Yeah.
A little bit of oregano.
I like a little bit of oil and vinegar. Some of those people fucking like fall asleep when they're pouring it and like, bro, I didn't ask for a fucking wet napkin with meat in the middle.
Yeah. But I often get it on Saturday. Sometimes on the beginning of the week too.
I just got a couple coupons in the mail I have downstairs that are, a lot of them are like buy one get one entrees or some shit. We'll have to go out and eat tomorrow or.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you ever eaten at Mountain Mike's? The pizza?
No, I think you were telling me about it.
Well, when I was getting a smoothie this last week, right next to, the smoothie place is right next to Mountain Mike's. And they have a sign on the door that says something about a pizza buffet.
Oh, dope. I'm down.
So I forgot to look at the hours, but yeah, they definitely have a pizza buffet.
Let's call them right now. What is it, 9:30?
They're open. I don't think they have the buffet right now, though.
I doubt they're even still open.
I don't know. But it's really close to where I live, so it'd be no problem for me to meet you there. It's on 5th Street. I live on 4th. Yeah.
Wow, my microphone didn't pick up any of that. So,
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Should have signed it.
Okay.
I don't know sign language.
This is okay, but Reddit, oh my God. This is a perfect 8-minute fucking story time filler.
I was just going to do a thing, but I'm not going to do it.
So this symbol, right?
Yeah.
That means okay.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to mean, yes.
And then like down here is like the gotcha looking game.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, someone associated both of those
With white power?
with white power.
Yeah.
Do you know how that happened?
I do not. Is it because of the 3 when you go?
Nope. It's because of Reddit.
Reddit? Fuck you, Reddit.
So, well,
Be responsible.
It was either Reddit or 4chan. And they're the same fucking thing.
Oh, whatever. One of them.
So
Be more responsible.
They said, hey, I wonder if we can get people to believe that this is a thing and see how far we can take it.
Oh, you took it too far.
So they started going and like come up with like the 3, like the whole fucking meaning behind it.
Mhm.
All made up. Like, and you can find the threads of them discussing like what story to make about
Mhm.
it. And then they started talking to different news channels and like this and like look at all this data I found about how this is what this really means. And look at these people that did it. And like decent Photoshop, or like maybe, I don't know, maybe Hitler actually threw the OK symbol. But like all throughout history of doing whatever, and they're like, this is what it always stood for. And people fucking ran with it.
Yeah.
Hard.
I remember seeing a picture that was like a graduating class or something, and all of them had that up. They're look, they're all racist.
Yeah.
They should cancel them.
Yeah. No, that started on Reddit.
Wow. I did not know.
Successful as fuck.
It's not like it's something I've done with my hands a lot.
Like I do it at work often. Like they got people shit.
I go like that.
It's fun. And
I might put up a different finger sometimes.
It's more fun to me how much it bothers people when they look at it than the game of like getting them to look at it.
Yeah.
Like their reaction, oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking great.
Yeah, every once in a while there's somebody at work who tries to do that to me. Like, Well, first of all, it's supposed to be below your waist, and secondly, I don't play that game. You're not getting me. You're
Well,
not.
So I lied. It wasn't 8 minutes. It was 2 minutes to tell that story.
Well, but it was still a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people look too much into finding meaning in things that aren't existent.
All the time. That's, oh, well, this has to have a deeper meaning. Like, look at how this staple is in this. It has to mean that it was that. I'm like, no, it's just holding it to the fucking wall.
Remind me, I was just having a conversation with somebody recently about this because we saw a rainbow when we were at the Legends Mall, and it reminded me of that video from YouTube where the person's like, "It's two rainbows. What does it mean?" And they have that high pitched voice, and it almost sounds like a woman, but there's always two rainbows. You just can't always see the second one. If it's at a different angle, sometimes you just can't see that there's actually a second rainbow.
I don't know that I knew that there was always two.
But there is. Well, either did I until I heard about it. But yeah, because that day at the mall, we saw the rainbow, then we saw a small portion of another one.
Huh.
And it just made me think of that person. I don't know if you've ever seen that YouTube video, but I saw it on.
Nope.
I saw it on Tosh, Daniel Tosh, on Tosh.0.
Is that the double rainbow? Like, I mean, you just said double rainbow, but like the dude
That's the guy.
Super annoying. Just double rainbow.
No, they literally, it was
That's
like I
the
said.
only one that I've seen.
It's two rainbows. Two rainbows. What does it mean? What's the meaning behind this? This is so special. No, it's not. It's part of
unsubscribe.
It's part of just nature. It happens. It's not nature trying to get you something or tell you something or give you some message.
Yeah, not everything has to fucking have 18 meanings.
Yeah.
You could have just dropped your phone because you don't know how to hold your phone.
Yeah. Although I did have an interesting thing happen because I went to Wendy's earlier and I went to pick up a straw and the straw hit something and it flipped out of my hand. And the straw literally popped out of my fingers, flipped, and then I caught it. And no, but of course,
what did it mean?
I meant, don't fucking drop your straw. But it was actually really cool how I caught it. And of course, nobody saw it.
Speaking of nobody saw it, one person actually saw this. So I was playing pool with Gage yesterday.
Yeah.
And the first 3 games, he just slapped me. Like, I fucking was not doing good at all. I think it was the 4th game. I hadn't made any in yet. I think I might have had one turn and didn't make any in yet.
Yeah.
And then my second turn, I'm solids. All of my balls, any ball, one turn. Fucking
Nice.
just swept.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Ran the table. Nice.
Yeah. He's like, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah.
Like in person. I'm like, I've seen it once and it was not me.
I had an instance where I was playing checkers, and the other person was ahead by quite a bit, and then I did this whole multi-jump thing, and then it went in the whole fucking thing. It was weird. It was like something you would see on a TV show when they make a joke thing like that. But I literally did it. I was like and it was an online.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could have cheated on the board because it wouldn't let you do the move.
Yeah.
It wasn't allowed. So
That's fucking great.
yeah. And he's like, yeah, you only won because you had that. Yeah. But I saw it to be able to do it. So yeah.
You only won because you beat me.
I only
So
won.
that's congratulations. You know how the game works.
Well, it's like you only won because you had that ridiculous multi-jump. But I'm like,
Maybe
yeah,
you
but
shouldn't have staggered your pieces.
But I recognized that there was an option.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course. But it was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it.
Christ.
But yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I didn't want to lose to him. And I didn't. I retired champion. Never played checkers again.
He played one game.
Yeah. Whenever finish on top.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. Tops your checker.
Well, I've got a perfect winning percentage, so I'm the GOAT.
Okay.
The greatest checkers champion of all time.
I can't wait to find out that they come back with an email saying, yep, the audio didn't work.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. That's why we couldn't hear it?
Yeah.
I hope this audio worked.
Well, we have a backup, so.
Oh, yeah. But
it would be nice if the audio worked so I don't have to fucking figure out how
Yeah.
to sync up the fucking thing. He dropped that.
Yeah. I wanted to get a part of the show. He just sits there. Now, I had another one when we recorded earlier, and I drank it during the show, because normally I don't drink it during the show. It usually just sits there.
Yeah.
But this one's too warm to drink during the show.
Yeah, it's not cold, but it's not.
It's too warm for me.
Oh.
I'm fancy.
All right. Well, I can't think of anything else other than recapping what we fucking talked about that nobody might hear. And
Well, I do want to mention that, like my shirt says, someday we will all be dead. So while you have the chance, listen, subscribe, share our podcast.
I would hope they listen. If they listen they don't just skip to the end of 30 seconds.
But the share and the like
Yeah.
and the subscribe, yeah, that's
You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Some Offense Intended. Twitter, Some Offense Pod. Check out the merch shop on the website, someoffenseintendedpodcast.com. Mike says that's right.
yes.
Yeah, share with people, tell people, send it to people, bother people.
Like and subscribe.
Goodbye.